The GoPro suction cup mount, with its redesign and small footprint, is no doubt a fantastic mount. Even though this mount has been tested on vehicles at over 100 miles per hour, resulting in no loss of suction, it's still nice to have that comfort or extra peace of mind in a design that has a wider footprint with even more total suction. That's where this design comes in. Welcome to Ibsy's Tech Corner, where today we are looking at the BRLS Mount for GoPro. The BRLS Removable Mount is the result of a lengthy product development by a team based in Hawaii, and I have here a second generation item with several improvements over the first generation, such as a smaller GoPro mount and a new rubber compound on the larger suction cups. This truly portable mounting system allows you to install your GoPro camera on any smooth surface and detach it in seconds when you are finished. No permanent adhesion, no plastic discs, and no fin plugs to rip out. The mount is stated to work well on either wet or dry surfaces. That includes surfboards, longboards, boats, cars, trucks, motorcycles, and a whole lot more. In fact, since the unique design allows for installation on most curved as well as straight surfaces, as long as the surface is smooth, it makes for a pretty versatile mount. Let's take a closer look. Inside the package we have the BRLS mount itself. No other documentation or manuals are included, since should you even need any instructions in the first instance, they are located on the rear of the actual packaging. The BRLS team state that their mounts are crafted from the finest materials and designed for even harsh marine environments. I have to say, at initial inspection, I wouldn't disagree. The item feels solid and very well made. The entire unit is made from corrosion-free polymers and stainless steels to provide long-lasting performance. Available in a small range of colours, the actual base itself is moulded from a stabilised ABS plastic with a special colour compound that won't fade during long days out under strong sunlight. The GoPro mounting head is machined from aircraft-grade aluminum alloys and anodized for protection, all using the latest manufacturing equipment in the USA. Holding this mount firmly in place is an equally tough metal bolt which is recessed into the bottom of the base, thus eliminating the need for any other tools whatsoever. The actual mounting head itself allows nearly 180 degrees of camera movement both back and forward due to its unique design. If we take a closer look, we can see how it's been recessed in at the bottom edges here, and this allows the GoPro camera a wider range of motion. It's surprising how a seemingly small modification can make a large difference in versatility. Added to this, the mount is already fully threaded, ready for your GoPro thumb screw to screw right into place. No acorn nuts to lose and no tools required. Another added benefit of this system is in the form of a tripod mount. Simply unscrew the mounting head and use it on your tripod, monopod or pole just like a standard GoPro tripod mount, only a lot stronger due to the anodized aluminum construction. When reapplying the mount, moisten the rubber gasket before screwing the mount down. This will allow the mount head to tighten firmly and lock back into place. The BRLS mounting feet are formulated using a proprietary rubber compound. The well-sized suction cups provide superb adhesion to both curved and straight surfaces. Incorporated onto each cup is a rubber release tab that you can pinch and pull to easily remove the cup from the surface after use. Since the mount is already fully threaded, no dome nut is required. All you need is your camera in its housing and a long thumb screw. Bear in mind, should you wish to attach a leash to your unit, which is a good idea with any mount, simply use the middle section of the mount. As the mount is aluminum and not plastic, it's very unlikely to fail. We can then proceed with attaching the camera as normal. Just like any other suction cup, you need to ensure the surface is smooth and both the surface and the suction cups are free from any grease or dirt. The strength of the BRLS mount depends on a clean surface free of bumps, dimples, cracks, hairs or any other debris. Bear in mind, some moisture can improve the suction power of the rubber feet. Try wetting the inside of each suction cup with clean water or even some saliva, making sure to coat the entire bottom of the cup before firmly pressing down onto the clean and smooth surface. Once installed, give the mount at least 5 minutes to ensure a proper seal before using, since if a suction cup is not properly installed, it will usually pop itself off after the first minute or two. Once attached, the suction is strong, really strong. This means you can focus on riding or driving and stop worrying about your camera. The tri-cup design provides adhesion redundancy and evenly distributes forces across the entire mount. In other words, it can handle some really heavy situations. As stated, removing the mount is just as easy as attaching it in the first instance. Simply pinch the purposely created rubber release tab on each cup and lift to break the strong seal. Never try to directly pull off or twist the mount. Either use the release tabs or a fingernail or credit card between the cup and the surface to lift the edge. Although the BRLS mount contains corrosion-free materials, as with any other mount, it's recommended to wash the mount with fresh water after every use, or more specifically, every time it's used in sea or salt water. This will keep your mount in its best condition and provide a much longer lifespan. I must admit, seeing this mount online, I do think it was a typical cheap third-party accessory from a company trying to make a quick buck from a successful camera. How wrong I was. Having handled this firsthand and being able to test, I'm pleased to say this is a serious piece of kit. The solid construction really does become apparent as soon as you handle the unit. The item works just as intended, giving you a seriously strong mount that doesn't budge in the slightest, as long as you follow the tips outlined earlier to create a strong seal with each cup. If you've not been convinced with the standard single cup GoPro mount, even though I've personally never been let down by it, then look no further. Whether you are a surfer looking for a non-adhesive strong mount or a motorsport enthusiast after a mount that can withstand the speed and vibration demands, the BRLS mount is your next stop and has you covered. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Alternatively, feel free to check out the other GoPro videos in my channel by clicking above or in the description box below. Remember to subscribe, as there are plenty more GoPro videos and tutorials coming shortly. See you next time in Ifty's Tech Corner.